Hello, everybody. How are you today? How is everyone? Ooh, chicken pot pie. Yum. Thank you so much for being so patient as I maneuver all of these computer issues. See, like my other computer is like still trying to load, doing nothing, absolutely nothing. It's just doing nothing. So, um, earlier today, can you guys hear me? Oh, there we go. Hello, Ron. So yeah, earlier today, hello, Anna Banana, and Suzanne, and Wayne, Greeter. I was going to say interdimensional, and then I realized it's me, Teresa. So yeah, it was crazy. I was actually teaching someone how to use StreamYard, and I went and deleted that thing, where some of you guys were sitting, and it was the oddest thing. Hi, Snow Wolf. Hello, Connie and Rebecca, Gina. So anyways, I had deleted that because it was just kind of like a test run. That's why I put Boo on there. And I deleted it, and for some reason it pulled up that I was doing a show. So there I am, cuddled on the couch, just doing my YouTube thing. And Lisa texts me going, "Hey, do you have a live?" And I'm like, "No, why? Am I supposed to?" And then she tells me that this actually showed up. So then I tried to go in and start it, but I couldn't get it started and I couldn't find it. So I finally had to delete it. But I'm glad that you guys all came to hang out. And then, yeah, Lisa said she was going to come by here in a minute. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. But I'm definitely, yeah, exactly, Jane. Spirit says, yep, I do have one. Well, and you know what? I really have been putting off explaining light language because I know that some people, it really kind of freaks them out. And so I figured I would kind of explain light language for those that didn't understand, which is, hello, Benny. Light language. This guy, his name is Michael Merdad, and I think it's either Merdad or MIR. I think it's Mirdad. He gives such a beautiful, hello, Kathy, a really beautiful, this kind of thing about what light language is. And he basically goes back to the beginning time. And he said, hi, Mimi. And he says, who said that a tree was a tree? Who was the person that decided that a river was called a river? Maybe a river wasn't called a river. Maybe a river was called something like that. And, he talks about how that speaking in tongues is kind of like a sister. Okay, I'm going to star that. I saw questions, so I didn't really read it. I'm just going to star questions. So if you guys have any questions, just put it out there, and then I'm going to answer those. But he talks about, Lisa just came in. Are you ready to come on, Lisa? So I was just telling them how I had no idea I was coming on.
Right. I guess you were supposed to come on.
Yeah, I was telling some of them that, the thing is that I really was. And so I'll explain to you if you didn't catch it. I literally was showing someone how to use StreamYard. And so I just put Boo up there just for something quick to show them how to start their StreamYard and how to do all that. And then I went in and purposely deleted it. So when it shows you the old stuff, it wasn't there. And so when you said you have a live, I'm like, no. And when I was doing it, I was thinking, But when you said, do you have a live? And I said, no, why am I supposed to? And then it dawned on me, oh no.
I was sitting in chat just like everybody else. I was waiting. I was like, oh, Karen's got live. And then I happened to look at the time, and it was a weird start time, and it had been a while. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, maybe something's wrong. Yeah. But you know what? I was just saying I've been neglecting doing that video that I've been talking about. So I just figured I would start with that. And we started with what was light language. So that Michael Murdad says, and like I said, he has a beautiful explanation. And he says that, light language, and they call it something else too. And if anybody else knows what it is, please, feel free to go in there and text, write what it says. But it's like light language or something else. And not the talking in tongues. It's not that one. But talking in tongues would be theoretically considered a sister of it, or a branch of it. I personally believe that light language isn't so much as, we look at it like a language, but to me, light language is music. Light language is, the drums, light language is anything that, have you ever listened to something and it just sends shivers down your spine?
Mm-hmm.
Whether that is a speech. Hello, Scott, how are you? Whether that's a speech, or whether that's music, or whether that they're literally saying poetry, they're saying art and color, anything that just gives you those.
Sometimes somebody's voice will just do it.
Yeah.
Just the tone of their voice. It's just like, oh, I like that.
And so that's what kind of light language is. It's just a knowing language of your soul. And I know that some of you have a hard time with it because you're like, well, I can't understand it. And I'm literally scrolling to see if I missed any questions. Feel free to put some questions in, because I will answer questions. And then if you guys want some mini reads, we can do that too. But they, hold on. I didn't order my pizza.
What?
The pizza place.
So were you planning to do some light language this evening? Is that what's going on?
I don't know, but I've been meaning to do this video.
Oh, you should.
You're like, oh.
You should. I want you to.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay.
I struggle because some people are like, well, I don't feel comfortable with it because I don't understand it. And the thing is that, to be honest with you, sometimes I don't understand it. Sometimes the words come in English, but sometimes they don't. And sometimes it's just, and someone else I was listening to was talking about how light language sometimes isn't about the words, but the tones. And if you think about some of the healing modalities, yes, Mimi, the sounds, the vibrations, the frequencies, if you think about some of the healing modalities that are out there that we're starting to look at, they're starting to say, I think it's called Rife, that is literally helping people with cancer, and it's a light therapy.
Nice.
Very nice. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff. Hello, Gma. Hello, Kathy. The other Suzanne.
Hi, everybody.
But there is a lot of different healing modalities that we're doing. So light language isn't so much about that. And I can only speak for me, like I said, if I'm pretty sure everybody knows how I got my language. I myself thought it was weird, and I thought, why did you give me this? Out of all the things you could have given me, and you gave me something that I can't understand. Mm-hmm. And it was very much Joe saying, order me a small pepperoni pizza. I said, I'm online. I can't order you pizza.
Time out, everybody. She's got to order pizza.
So funny. I love this man. I adore this man so much.
He's a good guy.
Yes, light therapy and sound therapy and light language. So when I have spoken light language to a really good close friend of mine who is Ogala Sioux, he said it sounded like Pawnee. And then I spoke to someone who was Canadian, and she said it sounded Latin to her. So it sounds different to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Or to, it sounds different to people.
So maybe it's a universal.
It
just manages to fall into place for whoever the recipient is.
Whoever the recipient is. So, when I asked my guides about it, it was like, just imagine, and I would love for everyone to think outside of the box for just a little while. Because some of you guys this is your reality, and some of you guys, it's still not your reality. And that's okay, because remember, I respect everybody's belief systems, and we don't dog anybody on my channel. We love and support each other. Right. But imagine if we all had connection to our ET family, and that is the language of tones and colors. And, so we are, we're so 3D sometimes that we don't look that there are so much other ways except for math. Cause and Lord knows I'm dyslexic with numbers. So that shit screws me up right there. I'm never going to be able to talk in math.
No calculus coming from you, huh?
It's never going to happen. Hold on. Go ahead, Lisa. You can talk for a little bit. I need to.
While you order. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to say. Light language. I mean, I don't know anything about light language. I think it's fascinating. I've heard you do it, and I know that when I've heard you do it, I'll admit I don't know what you're saying. Yeah. I just like the way it sounds. But it's interesting because now that I think about it, I remember the very, very first time I ever heard you do it, and I didn't know what it was. And it was kind of alarming for a minute. And I was like, well, what is this? I was really trying to figure it out. But it's like every time I would listen past that first time, it made more sense to me somehow. So like I said, I still don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. But there is such a soothing energy that I feel when you do it. And that's why I'm excited. I want you to do it tonight.
You're like, do it.
We'll see if you do it.
Hi, Beth. Hi, Beth. I want to say hi. Hello, Sonia and Scott, Scorpio Moon Tarot. Hello, Miss Candy. I guess I could explain on my end what it feels like. I mean, I get this really intense buzzing right here, and it feels like somebody's messing around with my hair. It's got that, and then it feels so intense. And then it just kind of pours out. And then when I just close my eyes and I really think about the words that are coming out, it's almost like I see them going into people, and it goes into different places. Like sometimes it'll go over, I know, don't order Chinese. Woo. But it'll go into somebody, like, I don't know who it's going into, but all of a sudden it goes into their heart space, and then it just fills their heart space with love. Or maybe it goes into somebody's knee, or maybe it's all around. It just goes all around them. Or maybe like their heart space has some pain to it, and then I just see that dark changing. So whatever spirit gives me, or honestly, it's them, whatever they give me to kind of heal and focus on, that's what I do. Now, sometimes you guys that have been with me have heard me translate it into English. And it's very odd to me because the other day, Joe was looking at some of my old, he puts it on the TV, and he was looking at some of my old videos. And I'm like, I have some Garden of the Gods up there. And I was trying to tell him about Colorado. And I'm like, there's some Garden of the Gods up there, and you can see what Colorado looks like. And so he went there, and I was listening to myself speaking it. And it was like, wow. because I don't listen to my videos. I don't go back and I don't, I'm pretty hard on myself. So it was pretty cool to listen to myself,
Mm-hmm.
doing it.
Ah, you like that. You like
Yeah.
listening to it. That's
I,
cool.
I really did. I liked
Yeah.
it. And it was like, oh, but it was kind of profound to me to actually listen to the words that were coming out, because in that time it was all about healing and staying calm. And
Now, when you listen to yourself doing it, does it take you back there to wherever you were originally? No, it's just like, oh, that's just
no,
interesting.
it's like, for me, when I, so I did one the other day, and I'll even, if you want me to, I can turn on the phone. But the reason I laugh is because Debbie, my Debbie, I love her. She's like, okay, they're kind of upset with you because you're stubborn.
What? The nerve.
Is me? I have never heard that before. So
That's new.
she's like, they've been giving it to you more and you don't speak it. And I'm like, they don't have to bust me out like that.
They did. They called you out, didn't they?
They called me out.
That's terrible.
And threw me underneath the bus. But so anyways, oh yeah, thank you for whoever said that and said I don't do politics. I don't do politics at all. At all. So I do personal, I do connection with pets and animals. I do I never say I don't do it. I always say I'm not sure, let me try it. But the one thing that I do not do is politics, because my guides will not let me do that. So I'm going back through just to make sure I didn't miss any questions. But so anyways, so Debbie said, they're getting to the point that you're going to be in the bathroom and you're going to be taking care of business. And then you're going to have to start. So here I am looking like a drowned rat. I'm like, seriously?
That's awesome.
So I'm like doing my hair. Fine.
Damn it.
I turned on the, computer, turned on the phone and set it up so, bad camera angle. And there I am doing whatever it was, and so it was just like, fine. But I didn't listen. Again, I didn't listen to it. So I have no idea. But yeah, for me, it's really, it's very calming for me. And yeah, it's just very, very neat. So, I guess, and it doesn't hurt. It's not like it'll hurt you. So,
Right.
and please understand that everybody's different in the aspect of light language. There are certain people that I can't listen to, and it's just not. And the way I describe it is, it's like, think of a different language that just doesn't sound pretty in your ears,
Mm-hmm.
and that's that's what it's like, is listening to someone that, like, a dialect that you just doesn't sound right, and it doesn't
Right.
resonate with you, and that's the one you just got to move on.
Yeah.
But I think that we're moving into a different space and a different place. I got you, Mimi. Yeah, if you have a question, make it stand out, because I don't have my glasses. So sometimes,
Yeah, put them in all caps, guys, and put little emojis around it or something. And then
something, or Q, 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 a bunch of Qs, something that'll make
Yeah.
it stand out. But
as long as it's not political. So
yeah. So it's, as long as it's not political, because I just don't go there. It's very weird. I've never, like, when I've tried, I literally get a brick wall that goes bam, and they just don't play. But
yeah, you almost did one on was it on my channel?
it was
I don't
on
know.
your
You almost did it, and you're like, no. I can't do it.
I tried, and I was like, okay, come on, guys, let's do it. Let's try it. And it was like,
Right.
I'm like,
Oh well. It's okay. It's all right.
It's not going to be my thing. It's okay.
No problem. No
I
problem.
do have my glasses. It's just, I don't like to see all the light shining back at me.
I know. I always have,
because then I go like
eyeballs.
Then I try to put the circles in my eyes and try to do weird stuff. Like,
it's weird.
Like, See, I'll play like this too much. So,
And see, I've got glasses that double as
oh
computer
yeah,
glasses too. That's why they're kind of greenish looking a
yeah.
little bit. So what I look like I've just really got a problem when
See,
I'm
yeah,
dressed
see,
like this.
that would be me. I would try to set it up the perfect way.
Yeah. So I try really hard to kind of keep my head down, but it never fails. I'm still.
Yeah. And then also another thing is uh the other reason why is because I zone out. And so it's easier to zone out with my glasses off,
Oh yeah.
it's more comfortable for me.
Hmm.
And I did not know what I was doing there. And just as for some of you readers, because they're telling me some of you other readers and some of you lurkers that are starting your stuff, it's like I was doing metaphysical fairs and in Colorado, and I just kept getting sidetracked with people passing by because I'm like, "Ooh, that's a nice outfit," and then I'd be like, "Ooh, what was she thinking?" You know, I'm not even gonna lie. So I would be
Who let
reading,
you leave the house?
yeah, and I don't have a poker face, so I was like, "Whoa." So then people were like, "Oh my God, what do you see?" And I'm thinking that really bad outfit. So I decided to just start staring at the floor. And that's how it kind of happened. And then I would start, looking up, because in Colorado, there's this really old, hi, Beth, hi, Sharon and Kevin. There's a really old theater that they do the metaphysical fairs with. And so I'd be staring off at the seats up on top. And then all of a sudden I would start seeing spirits, and then they'd talk to me. And then I'm like, hey, this, if you're not, because I can carry on 3 conversations in my head. So, yeah, that's how it happened. So
Understood.
that's how my thing happened.
That's
Okay. So
fascinating.
you guys ready? Just kidding.
What? Okay. Now we're ready.
Now we're ready. No, I don't know. Hold on. I don't know why this is important. Hi, Faye. To say that it's very odd. So it would almost be like they want you to start holding your water. And, think about when some of us were younger, we would pray over our food. Imagine if you sent energy, that beautiful energy that we always talk about sending to other people. Imagine if you put that, hi, Dean. Imagine if you sent that energy to your food. Okay, because that's what they're saying, to your food and to your water. And it's almost like filling your own cup. And they're saying cup like this. Okay, so I would invite you. You don't have to. Oh, I gotta stand up for this. Oh, like this, guys. I'm like,
All right.
like, I don't like standing up. You know this. Okay, so I would invite you just to kind of. I see that all caps. I don't know what it says. I would invite you just listen. You don't have to look, but if you want to be interested, that sometimes it's hand signs, and that's what they're saying is this has to be with hand signs. So akara asuno ot umbratu ese ete. Ocean. It's really, really important for you guys. Asine ot act. My beloveds, to drop in the things in your life that don't fill your cup, and to speak your truth. Too many times you're showing me you're holding everything. It's time to let it go. They're showing me like pains in people's hearts and their bodies, and like having me feel dizzy and all of these things that we're going through right now, because you don't let go umbra hasane ikt. You believe all of this this poison asene and it's affecting your body. And they're not just talking like food, but they are showing me like GMO and to change these things. If you want to rise up, and they're talking about the vibration. Okay, so that was it.
Lovely. Right on.
You've never seen me do the
and stood up too. Well done.
No, I've never stood up.
That's so impressed. I love that.
Let's bam. Okay. Hey.
I mean, I don't have much to add to that. That was wonderful. And I did expect to maybe throw some pentacles because you were kind of talking, there's something about wellness and health and stuff for her for sure. But I got all these cups, which makes sense because, it's just the flow of everything. And, cup runneth over, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Two of Cups. I got the King of Cups. And both of these together, we're talking about, making sure your cup is full and dealing with all of your little chakras and all your feelings, all of your emotions. The cups are definitely all of your emotions and the way you relate not only to yourself, but to others too. And I got the Star too. And that's great. That's, the shining star. It's a cleansing type of a symbol as well. And it kind of goes back to that flow, just keeping that flow going. And you did mention letting go, and I did get the Fool. And I see that as a card that represents letting go. And I got the Sun too. So there's just nothing but positivity here. But yeah, like what was already brought up, whatever you're holding in, just let that go. Just let it go.
So it's, each time I do it, it gets stronger and different. It's never the same. It's never, ever the same. Sometimes there's no hands. Sometimes there's singing, but they just kept, they kept showing me like these things. And when they went like this, it's not only this, but it's these things. And, so they had me going this way, but then they had stuff going in my ear. And it was like, be very careful of what is going in food wise and listening wise. And I think that we are really at a point that we're being asked to look at our past and really work through some of those things. Those little pains and those things that, I've got two things going on in my head. I'm being told to send something. Is Dean still here?
Oh, I don't know. Dean,
do you want to come out and play, Dean?
there somewhere.
So anyways, yeah, that's where it was kind of cool.
I love that.
Yeah. So it's really, he's like, play.
There he is. Play. What you got in mind?
You want to come on? I think that I think everybody has gifts. Everybody. It's just a matter of what you want to do with it, and I think we all can learn,
I think so too. Yeah.
Okay.
He says, I like playing. So what you got in mind for him?
Okay. Here's the first question. Am I ready for the upcoming storm? Looks like you're going to get whomped. I heard we are. I try not to, Echo mocks me constantly as she tells me it's 1 degree outside. And I have not gone and got anything because today was the first day I haven't sat in front of a Zoom meeting all day. So I just wanted to just do nothing. And I succeeded in doing nothing. So it was great, but I'm not looking forward to it now. Not really.
Debbie's here. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. Okay. You know, I can't do two things at one time. So
You're doing fine. You're doing a wonderful job over there.
okay, we're going to go with this one. And then I am going to do this. And I'm sending out an invite.
Send it. Hi, JJ.
JJ, I cannot wait, my friend, till you are back online. And we were just talking about your language.
Yep.
I should have had JJ come on. You
still can if you wanna.
Are you busy, JJ? You want to come speak some language for us? Okay, let me see. See if I missed anything.
She said her Wi-Fi is spotty.
Oh, we don't care.
Oh, but she said I can try.
Okay, well, I'm going to send you an invite. That's a good question. I don't know, Debbie, if you're still in here, are the cards done yet? I love Debbie's cards. If you
her cards? Yeah. Oh, well,
yeah.
She's been using them online. Yeah. They're awesome.
They're gorgeous.
She hasn't said they're purchasable quite yet, but she's going to let everybody know.
Oh, I love them. She was teasing me, but I was busy doing my classwork for my Zoom class. And cheating and listening to her. And she was like, do you see the card? And I'm like, no, I can't see on my phone. I can't see it. Look at the words underneath. I was like, I can't see anything. Can't see nothing. Okay, Dean and JJ, I sent that out. So I would love a message from my star family when you begin personal readings. Oh, I thought you meant today. I was like, well, Mimi, we'll do that on it. I would love to do that, Mimi. And I am taking personal readings, just so you know. And then you can, my website is still Sage Healers. And so that's the way to get a hold of me.
Was it sagehealers.com or?
Like, Sage, well, I don't have it. Let's see what I have. I have to fix my banners. I'm such a bonehead. Here, the PayPal is my email account. So Karen no, that's not right.
Let's see.
It's Karen.sagehealers@gmail.com.
Okay, I just went to sagehealers.com and that's definitely your website.
Okay, sagehealers.com. I don't go visit myself. I'm really bad.
It's okay. No worries. No worries at all.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Sonia. Sonia posted your website.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just...
Gina's telling you to wear your glasses.
I don't want to wear my glasses.
And Debbie said the cards will be ready for purchase in a week or so. They will come in a tin box. She's so excited.
Oh, and let me tell you, Debbie one time gifted me a set of cards long time ago. And that tin box is so good. I love that it comes with a tin box because it's really, really awesome. So I'm going to, JJ's here and let's try to put her on.
Hi.
And then we are going to add Dean to the stream. I'm so excited.
Oh, it's a party now.
So if those of you that don't know, I'll introduce JJ first. And so JJ has her light language. I love hearing and watching JJ. And then this is Dean, and he has a channel himself. And so he's a newer reader on YouTube, right?
Yep, it's on YouTube.
So, I would never stick contact lenses in my eyeball. Well, anyways, yeah, we had a whole new thing about I was explaining light language, and I did a little light language, and someone was saying how they love when we do it because it just sends them to a whole state. And I was like, yeah.
It was wonderful. Yeah, you need to do more of that for sure with your light language.
So, JJ, will you give us some language?
I will. So you'll see me moving around a little weird. I'll go like this. It's just how spirit talks to me with yes and no and my higher self. So I'll look a little cuckoo, cuckoo, but you are my people. So
no worries.
My weirdness recognizes your weirdness.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. So lately, some religious things have been popping up, which is really curious for me, not being a super religious person. And I'll usually go to Debbie when something religious comes up. So be like, what does this mean? And she'll laugh at me and guide me a little bit. Laugh with me, not at me. But so recently the burning bush has come up. And the really cool thing about when I Googled that, the burning bush is about the fire, but not being consumed by it. And I'm sure a lot of you know more about it than me. So let's just see if the Tuta would like to come through and maybe do a little burning off of things that are no longer useful.
I'm going to stop my camera so I can enjoy this.
Okay. Or maybe they weren't ours to begin with. Maybe it's something we picked up. So Tinyuma koche ko kanoi. Tanetino tono katana yamashinama koewa. Yenana tuna tau totano shtita. So if you feel comfortable, just open up your heart space and breathe. And open up your throat area. Sometimes when people are trying to speak their truth from the beginning of their time to right now, meaning maybe in some lifetimes that they had before this, other timelines before this, maybe their words weren't met with kindness. Maybe they fell on deaf ears. Maybe the environment wasn't conducive to us speaking our truth. So opening up our throat area and burning away words that might have been spoken, that were not heard. Maybe they're words that didn't release from the throat area for whatever reason. Yenana kana tena tu che chena chena cha koshi ma kuiwai kudina papakuna maiste pakoawa. Yena tituna papau could nashti tai. Seeing the colors around the throat area, combining kutano ushtita with the heart light. Aichinumati tunamapanu nana koshtita, and seeing these different layers of light burning, like incinerating the things that are no longer useful. Maybe any of the old patterns, maybe some ancestral lineage that doesn't work at this time for us because time has changed a little. Our stories have changed. Just feeling this light, whether it's warm, whether it's cool. Onanana kinamaishti taiwa no kayewa. Yena no nana tutano oshtita. Yena nao hishtitano e kayewa. They're talking about how gold. It's like cold and hard, and yet When you add flame to it, the fire to it, oeshtita, it's so soft and pliable. Kunaniebashtita. And it has a different like energetic feeling to it. It feels soft and warm. Koenashtita, yena noena oeshtita. Bringing in that warm gold, bringing it to the back of our neck to support our throat. Manoena totano oeshtita kinai. Nana. Ayewa. Inamashtita, feeling supported by our ancestors and our loved ones in our community. Ainaoshtita, feeling our shoulders relax. Feeling the burden and the weight from the beginning of our time to right now melting with this gold light, this gold sound, this frequency, this resonance. Ayenanoikakushtitai. Kayenanashtitai. Ayena, feeling our ears opening up so we can listen to others and listen to our higher self. Ayanona, our inner teachers. Yena tuta, feeling the strength of knowing when to let go of an old story. Notanoshtitai. Yena no kayewa. Seeing them rake the imperfections out of our gold. Ayemano tanoshtita, raking anything away. Onanona kayewashtita, anything out of our mind, our emotional. Kawe tano tanoshtita, energy. Kayena tanoshti, that might have been woven tight into our being by others. Anunanona kitai, snipping away any stories, kawe tanoshtita, that's time to walk away from. Ano nakoi, manu tanoshtita. Ena nona kashtita, they're talking about us coming out of a new mold. Atotano ushtita, as if we were gold poured into this beautiful new mold. Ayishtitanu etano katotano ushtita, we get to come out bright and shiny with a new story, a new frequency, and a new time. Anonano kayewa, yetanoshtita, holding you in my heart space. Manonano kayewa, inawashtita. Seeing us standing shoulder to shoulder in a circle, the people that are here now and the people that might find this later on, all within the perfect time. Konatina totashtita. Turn your head to your neighbors standing in the circle with you and just look at the people. Look at their little light bodies, their gold lights, any other lights that are shining through them. Just look at them with awe and beauty. Looking at them shoulder to shoulder. See them looking at you, noticing you. Panotano ushtita, seeing your color, seeing your gold, seeing your new stories. Katotano ushtita no kayewa. Yewa, and imagine yourself in this circle, putting your hands down on the floor, the ground, the dirt, the grass, wherever your imagination takes you, stones, tatatonanta, and feel yourself energizing the ground not only for the people that are around in the circle and just wishing them the best for their stories, their brand new stories that are about to happen, anotano ushtita, giving them chutono tano ushtita, the feeling of ease and grace on their new journey. Seeing their ancestors, giving them the gifts that they need in little baskets. Gifts from nature, gifts from the ancestors, things being handed down that might be more useful now. Little gifts for everyone. And we focus on this beautiful fire that's in the middle. Panotano ushtitai, kinatano ushtitai. And looking at this fire, breathing and relaxing, noticing the colors of the fire, wondering, is it hot, is it cold, is it just frequency? Kanotano ushtitai, kitano uyewai, Yena tano ishtita. And from the center of the fire, we see this beautiful crystal that's growing. Yena no tano ushtita. Beautiful crystal with many facets on each side, just to collect reflections. Katutano ushtita, as if it knows everyone's story. Ayana no kano ushtita, and it rises out of the fire. Kuina shewa. Notice the color. Kuna tuna tano ushtitai. Yena tano ushtitai yamawi tano. Connecting our throat area and our heart area, if you feel comfortable doing so, with this beautiful fire and this beautiful crystal. And together, collectively, we grow. Alnuna koshtitai. Feeling the ground vibrating. Feeling it welcoming us. Kotano ushtita. Letting this beautiful crystal energy in. Feel it in your throat, your neck. You can even feel it in the third eye area if you would like. Imagine yourself putting your forehead either on the vibrating ground or wherever it is that you see yourself doing so. Feeling yourself become one with everything around you. Accepting any downloads, any rebooting of those little computers of ours. Katatano ushtitai. Feeling at peace, feeling empowered. Feeling your loved ones coming up from behind, supporting you. Tano tano shtita, kitano tono shtitamo kaiwa na yema shinamao kaiwa. And putting your hands in the prayer. Tona tona tano shtitanoya, right in front of your heart space. Give thanks for your body, your physical body. It works so hard for you. Kanoina tano shtita. Breathing into your physical body. Wiggling your fingers and wiggling your toes. Feeling yourself coming back into the room. Still surrounded by friends, community, and loved ones. Tano tano shtita. And so it is.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I haven't done that in a long time.
Missed that. I have.
I didn't realize how much I missed it until just
Yeah.
now, and I'm like, oh.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Whew.
Wow.
Yay, JJ. Thank you so much.
You're
What a
welcome.
treat. I know.
Whew. And those of you that got to experience JJ for the first time.
Whew.
Oh, Jane has tears. Oh. So
Yeah, I feel the tears coming too. It's just so nice to see like somebody was asking about their star family and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's like it's just so nice to meet up shoulder to shoulder in community for who's here and who's coming. And I feel like with this beautiful group of people, more people are finding that their gifts are emerging and languages are emerging, and just to find one another again in this lifetime is such a treat.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Suzanne. Whoa, that was so great.
We all missed that. Look at everybody. Wow.
And then, of course, Wayne fell asleep again as usual. Hello, Connie. You just missed out. We'll have to go back and hit replay, girlfriend.
Yep.
Yeah, I keep saying that. You know, you need to hurry up and get settled so you can come back on. But I know how it is firsthand when you've got a lot of
Yeah.
change going on.
Yeah, there was a lot of shifting, and the energy here in the where I live in Idaho is it's like I have to acclimate to it. It's soft but really powerful, and so I like that I've taken some time, and I really wasn't sure if my Wi-Fi was going to work because it's like a
Because we
team.
are in Mercury retrograde. Let me
Right?
I live
Anything can
behind
happen.
I live behind some really tall hills, and it's like everybody around me gets like, internet that they can like plug into, and I have to just rely on this T-Mobile like hotspot thing. So,
Oh,
and
Lauren. I just want to comment. I love this. So, Lauren, this is a really wonderful community, and there's actually a lot of readers in the room, and each one of us support each other. And so, it's really awesome. So, welcome to our little community here.
Yes, welcome.
I'm just glad you were able to connect, and after the wonderful issues I had at one point, I logged on and I had no there's no like sound, and I had to shut my computer completely down and bring it back up, and then there was no video, so I had to do it again, and I was like so thank you. I appreciate you, sister, and we miss
yeah,
you.
I appreciate you guys too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna step out.
Okay.
Much love to you.
Love.
So if anybody wants to get a hold of JJ or anything, here's JJ's information. And there's her Gmail. But she also has a little channel too that she started up. And of course, she had to move, so she's taken a break for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then if someone could please, because you know how I'm not good at this, please put Dean's and Lisa's channel up once in a while for me. It would be awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
So, and please like and subscribe to not only me if it is your first time here, but also Dean and Lisa. And yeah, let's go to those comments.
Appreciate that.
Okay, so we're up with Sonia. Dun, 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 dun,
Ooh.
dun.
Hey, Sonia.
All right, Sonia.
So, question. Weird dreams last night. Woke up at the point. Well, here, I'm going to have to put my eyeballs on.
Had weird dreams last night. Woke up at one point super nauseous. Was that linked to my dreams? I didn't eat anything that would have made me feel sick, so not certain.
I will let whoever go first if you want.
Well, I mean, all I was going to say right off was, definitely rule out anything prior to whatever we're all getting ready to say here, in case there is something else going on. But I don't feel like there's something else going on.
I still wanted to mess with her and say, "You're pregnant."
I was thinking that. I was so thinking that, but I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm looking at Jimmy, and Jimmy's like, no. I'm like, you're a big help.
Right. Oh.
But I don't think it's anything that she ate. Sometimes you just go to bed and wake up with a weird upset stomach, like something didn't settle right.
And just the energy is weird right now.
Exactly.
That is what I'm feeling. It's just the energy is super weird. And
it's like, congratulations.
It's a boy. No, wait.
Well, they say it happened once, Sonia, before. So, yeah. So I'm going to say about that.
There you go.
What they showed me is it was like watching two timelines converge and go back and kind of do this number, and all of that energy is just wonky. Thank you, Jane, for the wonky word. But it really, really, that's what I'm getting is just, ascension symptoms. And what's really tough is those could be nausea. They're really telling me, for me, it's really bad migraines and the really high pitched buzzing. And then it goes back and forth. So, hi, Ian. Hello, Hurricane. Hurricanes saying the same thing happened to them, but I think that's what's happening a lot of times.
Yeah, I picked out 3 cards here for you, Sonia. I did get the 5 of Swords here, and I'll put that with the Page of Wands. It's a little bit conflicting, but it's definitely a journey of some sort for you. It's really your mind, body, and spirit completely trying to get in sync with what's going on around you energetically is what I'm feeling. I did get the Empress for you, which is just cool. I think that's you. You are the Empress. I think that's all you. And on the bottom, what do I have on the bottom? Oh, on the bottom of my deck, I have the Ace of Cups. So, I mean, nothing but positive cards. And it's just really something that's just going to have to work itself out. And you are so in touch and in tune with, when you meditate and taking time out to really make sure you're completely centered and all that stuff. And I think that's really important. And, it's very possible that while you were sleeping, you tended to kind of wander off into like another state, kind of sort of. So maybe that kind of threw you off your balance, if that makes any sense. So, but then once you woke up, it all came back together. I don't even know if I'm explaining that well, but somehow it makes sense. But that's what I think happened was during that time frame when you were letting go, the wonkiness was bouncing all over the place. And it could happen again, but I don't think it's anything any different than what Karen said, really. I mean, I agree with that wholeheartedly. Lots of ascension, lots of changes, and it's a journey.
What I'm getting is like it's balancing out like emotional state with the physical and the logical and mental state. And I feel like there's like this safeguarding and protecting oneself between those two poles. Like on the one hand, you're like trying to sort out how you feel about one thing, but then you're like in your head like trying to figure out how to approach it and tackle it on. The bottom of my deck, I do have the 2 of Swords here, so there's like some kind of decision that has to be made on how to resolve or bring attention to the 9 of Wands. So I see you're definitely approaching it and trying to tackle it down, but I also have like I said, balancing emotions with the Queen of Cups and with the King of Swords, trying to contemplate and resolve it from the physical, mental, and the emotional state. There's it's a pair, it's a balance. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, I just want to show you these cards, Sonia, and I forgot what they're called. I think Debbie and JJ used these, but the first one I picked out was this one. So I just want you to look at the card itself, okay? The second one I got was this one. And these cards are more of you scry into them and see what you pull out of that. And then if you look at these cards, right? So here this guy is manipulating all of these, signs, these things. It's like you're working with your guides to me. And then there's this one, which you're getting more information. It's like releasing at the same time getting. And so it's a little bit of both. And then even though this looks scary, it's not scary. But to me, this was all about you just kind of hearing and picking up things, and you're in your state releasing and doing what you need to do for you. So I think it's complete energy is what it is. So. And don't ask me what these cards are because I can't remember the names of them.
Yeah, she said the Soul Oracle. Love those cards.
Yes.
So
Oh,
Yeah.
she's familiar.
So I put both decks together. So yeah. So I just had to, but yeah, yeah, you use them too. Yeah, I mean, I just, for some reason, and you all know I don't pull cards too many times, but Sonia, that's what they wanted me to pull and grab these ones, these decks for you. So awesome.
Nice.
Sorry,
question,
Anna Banana.
too.
I don't know why I had you up there yet. I wanted to, I'm still finagling this. Okay, awesome.
You're welcome, Sonia.
I'm trying to find Anna Banana's.
it was something about birds, dreaming about birds, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I'm trying to find her little thing because I was supposed to start. Aha, I got it. Now I got you started. Okay, so you're in the lineup. So Kelly P, are you here?
Kelly P.
I would love a message from my guides about how I'm handling a health issue.
I'm usually a little sketchy with the health stuff, but I can give this a try, though.
I am okay dealing with this, but I want to make sure she's here. I keep saying I'm gonna get someone else to do this, so I don't have to read and run the show.
Me and the health is kind of like you with the politics. I'm kind
Yeah, and oh, she's here. Dean, you want to go, or you want me to go first?
You can go ahead.
So keep in mind, it doesn't necessarily. Spirit talks in what's that word that Debbie and I always
metaphors.
Metaphors. So sometimes it doesn't necessarily, like right now they're making my heart heavy. Now that doesn't mean it could be a heart issue, but that doesn't mean that it for sure is a heart issue. It's just it's heavy for me. I'm concerned about that. I've got this weight and it makes me heavy. And even though this seems to weigh you down, it's very good if this makes any sense to you, Kelly, that you are disconnecting your brain from it. Does that make sense to you? Because they literally are like detaching. This feeling only goes so far up before they kind of like just have me thinking a totally different way than what my body is feeling and doing. Does that make sense to you? So they, what they're telling me is that you're doing a really good job in that. Continue to do that. Yeah, guys, if you don't put it in caps, I can't really see it. It's going kind of quick. So just put it in caps or put stars or questions or QQ or something to make it stand out.
Caps and emojis. Do it all.
Emojis would be good. Anything. So does that make sense to you, Kelly? If you're there, please. I know you're there. You said you were here, but if you're there, please answer that. You can go ahead.
You got anything, Dean?
Well, it's
answer near my heart. Yes, I'm not getting bogged down in the emotion. And they want you to know that they're very proud of you. So it is Cancer near your heart. Yes, I'm getting bogged down in the emotions, or I'm not. And so that's a really good way to be and continue. Sorry, Dean, I cut you off. I apologize.
That's fine.
But they really want you to know that You're doing awesome. And I don't know who this woman is, and she steps up to say, and it's really not important. She doesn't want to spend time on this. She just wants you to know that she's cheerleading on the other side for you. So it makes me feel like this would have been someone who is a female that would have been in your family line. But you continue to do you. Okay. And I always say with health stuff, ask Raphael and Archangel Michael to come in and help you. Imagine this beautiful shining light coming from the heavens and down into wherever, and imagine that light is just like a shrinking ray, and talk to your cells in your body and tell them that you are strong and you are good. Because the fact that you're doing this, they keep cutting, they literally like cut you right here and separate you. The fact that you are doing that, they are so proud of you, and you just keep fighting the fight. And I am, they just make me happy about it. Okay. And I know that sounds strange. Like, why would you be happy about this? But they want you to know that to stay happy and to stay good and to keep fighting that emotional thing, because that is a good thing. Okay. So yay you. Okay.
Did you want to go, Lisa?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
I do have something. It's kind of health related, but kind of not, because like I said, this is one I try to avoid, this particular topic. But I did get 3 cards. I was shuffling like the whole time that Karen was talking. I got 3 cards for you. I got the Emperor. Karen. And I think this just shows that you're really conquering this as best you can, and you're showing a lot of strength. I got the Strength card. I think that's you as well. And I got the Ace of Swords too. And the swords can be your voice. It can be the way that you represent to others and communicate. And I think that what I'm getting on my end over here is the message that you're really representing. You're setting a great example for others.
Yeah.
I think people are looking to you as inspirational, and it's very heartwarming. And I think you're unknowingly reaching out to others and giving them hope and guidance and showing that strength and everything. And I think that's super important. And I don't know if you are in a position where you speak to other people about this, or if this is just something you just kind of keep to yourself, but everything you're doing is definitely recognized, and it's super important, and you are really, really doing a good job. Like maybe that's the doing a good job thing that you're talking about. So yeah, keep on keeping on. So that's what I've got.
So this is totally new for me. I don't normally do health readings, but what I got is somewhere on the similar lines. I have the center of my reading. I do have the Four of Wands, and this interpretation of it just feels like, to me, like there's people on the other side, like Karen was suggesting or saying, that they're there to support you. Your guides, your ancestors, they're all there to support you, to make you feel connected to them, to make you feel like you got this. We're here with you every step of the way. They're there. Just talk to them, reach for them. Okay. What I'm also getting is the Death card. This is just like it's another way of saying, like, this is just another change. This is another season for you. This is another cycle that needs to happen, to go through, to process, to overcome, and not to like allow yourself to get caught up in the worrying. And I know it weighs heavy on your heart, but the last thing I want you to know is to live within your truth. Be victorious. Think about every option that you have available to you. And if you need to get second opinion, get second opinions. And I did pull 3 other cards for a different deck. And there's definitely like a woman on the other side that is protecting you. Again, I do have, this could be a motherly figure or some type of very strong maternal figure overall for this reading. And the whole thing is, I have the King of Swords, I have the Judgment card, and the Queen of the Queen of Cups. And it's, to me, this is saying all about surrender and release to those that can help you, that can spiritually uplift you and give you the messages that you need. That is what I'm getting for you, Kelly.
So, Kelly, so for everybody, we have a pretty good community here, and I would ask that everybody please hold space for her and keep her in your prayers, send her some loving, healing energy. We also have a Facebook group called The Way Showers, and, post that, someone post that on there. And then, yeah. So I'm glad you got this message, and I'm glad they came through for you, and keep doing what you're doing. I mean, they're really cheering you on. So,
yes.
Yay, Kelly.
Yay.
Okay, let's see. We're so
That's like weighing heavy on me. It's like I almost want to cry.
Yeah.
I mean, at first, I'll be honest with you. At first, it kind of did, when it was like, okay, what's this in my chest? But then they immediately are just, they really want to focus on that fact that you have literally they went like this. So they went and cut right here, and then they separated you, and they're like, they kept me up here, and it's like, you're doing so awesome, keeping
cool.
that really good attitude about it. So I'm really, when I say that's them speaking through me. They're really glad that you're doing that, and they do shake their head, like Lisa said. It's like, yes, you really are. And I think what it is people are expecting you to be worse, and you're really keeping your head up. And Dean nailed it too with he said the same thing. It's like, there are people out there that are helping you and really kind of helping you out. So I'm happy for you. So
same.
Okay. Benny. Well, the global
communities.
Okay.
Will the global communities help create ways to preserve water, even inventions to produce water?
Oh, well, we don't want to make you cry, girlfriend. Don't cry.
Oh,
no crying on my channel.
Right?
No, you're gonna have to do something to make me laugh.
There's no crying on YouTube.
Crying on YouTube. Okay, so I gotta admit, Lisa, when you said, "Are you going live?" and I was like, "No, why?" Joe's so sweet. Look at him. He's like, "Here you go, honey."
Oh,
he knows I'm such a big baby. So I was literally sitting there watching all this crap on my phone about people who were having fertility issues and getting pregnant, and I'm like, "Oh,
oh no!"
That was a hot mess. It was crazy.
Look, Kelly said it's good tears.
It is good. I'm glad. So, I really want you guys to go first. I don't want to be first all the time. It's like my guides talk so fast.
Oh, it doesn't bother me at all when you do that, but
I always feel bad. Dean, you got something, or you want me to go?
I pulled 3 cards real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
So let's see. Create new ways to preserve water. I definitely, this is ugly. I don't know. I have let me get my light right. I have the 6 of Swords. So it just feels like it's moving towards a good direction. Everything is working, but there's still unknowns with the moon. There's still uncertainty behind it. Yeah. And I say no for right now, because I also have the Devil. This tells me there's too many people's hands in the pot, and it's making me feel like the people that could make the change it's like, what's in it for me?
Mhm.
Like it's like they need, like, what's their cut of this deal or deals that need to be made, other than let's do what's best for everybody. It's like what's best for me. But I do feel like the idea, the intent is there, but I just don't think anytime soon.
Okay.
And I do, at the bottom of my deck, I do have the Page of Swords. So there's people wanting this. There's people like looking for opportunities and options to pursue it, to go after it, to rattle some cages. But I just don't think that they have enough backing behind them.
Yeah, I picked out some cards that kind of supported the way I was feeling about it, and I got Explorer. And I do feel like that there is like you said, I think there is intent. Everybody realizes that that's definitely something that needs to be explored. But I chose tunnel. I think there's a lot of tunnel vision with this issue. I don't think that there's enough of the exploration happening. I think, like you said, a lot of it, everything's about money, right, and all of that, and power. I got punch, and I got Band-Aid. And I think it's going to take a lot of work to punch through some preconceived notions about how to even make that happen. And the Band-Aid is definitely just quick fixes, because I don't think that we're really into the stage where we can do the long term on it. It's just going to be something that just gets you through. But I chose flower, and I think that there's still a little optimism with it. It's still on the table and everything, but it's going to take a lot of growth and a lot of better understanding even how to even approach that, because I almost think that's kind of on the back burner, and there's other things that everybody's working on. I don't think that's a priority at the moment, but it's definitely being considered.
I am going to say something that's probably going to be really weird. So I would agree 100% with both of you guys, because we don't think outside the box.
Mhm.
So and Butterfly, I'm sorry, I may not have seen your question, so I want to apologize. Feel free to put it back up there. So we have to have people that know how to do this, thinking outside the box. What I see is saltwater and them doing something to figure out how to make salt water drinkable. And there's not a necessity right now. They don't see it as a necessity, but I see that it's going to be the salt water. Thank you. That's the word I was trying, T-Barb.
Desalination.
And it's going to come, and I just see little things in the water, and I don't know what that means. I'm not even, but that is where, until we can figure out how to do it where it's cost effective, but we have to have those outside of the box thinkers. And to be quite honest with you, I go with JJ, where I'm not a really religious person, but something stuck with me the other day. And one of the things that stuck with me was that, people, God, I hate when they give me stories that I really don't know the whole story. So in the Bible, these people walked around for 40 years. And whoever was making them go for 40 years, the Israelites or something like that. Am I correct? Anybody?
I'm not sure.
Help. I need some help here. But anyway, they were walking around for 40 years. And they kept saying, how long do we have to go? And what my guide said was, you can't take the old thought process and the old energy in with you to new energy.
Mm-hmm.
And so it took 40 years for the old process, that old thought process, the way that people were thinking. It took 40 years because back then they didn't live as long. So Then they had the new kids coming in, changing things up. And that's what it's going to be. We're going to need those outside of the box thinkers, those kids that are coming up that are going to think outside the box and go, why are you doing it this way when it could be this way? And until that happens, until those little star seeds start coming, it doesn't change, because we are so set in our ways that we don't like to change things.
Everything you're saying reminds me of my tunnel vision card that I had.
That's when you said tunnel, that's the story that they were giving me. So I was like, okay, I see it. Promised land. Thank you. It was the promised land, because the golden calf, they had to wander for 40 years. And so 40 years it took for the old, the people to die, the kind of like the older people to die off, so the new people could come and we could see things. And that's why it's like the same kind of concept. Things aren't changing right now because we don't see past things to change. We just, what we have right now, we don't think outside the box.
We are reactive and not proactive anyway.
Exactly.
We wait till everything runs out and then we're like, oh, we need to fix this now.
Yeah, there's a snowstorm coming this weekend. I don't have any food. Oh shit!
Doggone it!
maybe I should go get to the store.
Maybe, I don't know. See how it goes.
Live. What the heck?
You got Kleenex.
There you go. If worse comes to worse, I could get a big dog.
There you go. You'll be just fine.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good question though.
Yep. Thank you so much. That was a really awesome question. But I do believe it's possible. I really believe it's possible.
It is possible.
Okay. And I don't know if she wrote her thing again. Okay, so this is another health issue question. Are you here, Hurricane? And nobody's going to like what I have to say, but I'm going to go first, and you guys can go ahead if you want to. So I want to be careful how I say this. Our bodies were constructed to be very wonderful, healing things. Somewhere around, we just have forgotten that. Okay, over millennia, we have forgotten how powerful and how wonderful our bodies truly are. And now's the time we start changing things. And I'm a firm believer in manifesting and manifesting by default. Now, I don't want people saying that, oh, what Karen thinks I got sick. No, that's not it. But for those of us that are always, I know this firsthand, when I was worried about my autoimmune and I looked into it and I really started knowing about my autoimmune and reaching out to people that had the same autoimmune, I was really getting sicker. But the minute I stopped doing that and put myself in a really good mental state and said, no, I like to talk to people. I like to go out and meet people, and I will not get to the point where my body will not let me go outside. It's not something that I want. So I stopped working out. I stopped letting that be my focus, and healthy became my focus. Just like, and I'm sorry I forgot her name, but that's what Spirit does. That's what she's doing. She's thinking positive. She's trying to heal herself. She's doing everything wonderful. And because of that, things can change. Okay. So the fact that you're saying, are there any health issues you'd be concerned about? My guides literally gave me a teeter-totter. So it's like, do you want to be concerned with something or do you not? Because we can make you concerned about it. But I personally, it's like you really want to, there's nothing, you're not highlight. It's almost like a highlight comes and a highlight goes back. And highlight means something's wrong with you. A highlight comes and a highlight comes back. So raise your vibration high enough and start talking to your body and telling your body that you can heal and you can do all these miraculous and wonderful things. And your body will start paying attention, you know? I mean, I know that sounds hokey, but I mean, my glasses prescription actually went up from a year ago.
Mm.
So it's slow. It doesn't happen overnight, but keep telling yourself that, because we are strong and powerful beings that we've just forgotten how to do it. And that's why they're starting to reach up, so that they can teach us this instead of keeping us how we are now, believing that we don't have any strength, that we're not in charge of our own lives or our own destiny. So there you go. That's my soapbox. I have physical issues, but no tests that show anything. Someone told me I have an attachment. I don't know. I just don't. Me personally, Hurricane, I believe if you believe you have an attachment, you're right. You do. But that's just my. Oh, Jeanette, thank you. It's just some people have a hard time. It's a hard thing to think. I said no to lupus. Good job. Say no to the rest of it. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead, guys.
Well, health has got to be an issue for her, because I did a couple different spreads, and the Queen of Pentacles keeps coming out. So she's wanting to talk. So if your health is an issue, I say be more proactive than just letting the consequences just keep piling up. Because what I do see here is, so I have the Queen of Pentacles, so health is an issue. It's weighing heavy on your heart. It's a concern for you, where you feel like you're out of control. It's like, what's going on? How can I do this? How can I resolve this? That it's it's like Karen was saying. I'm just gonna be me. I'm just like, just say this. Don't worry about something that you can't fix or control. Live in the moment, because sometimes it's just another day that you need to get through. It could be another adventure, a new beginning, a new cycle. But with that, I have the Knight of Wands going back towards the past. It's a revolving door. This worry, and what about my health now? What about my health? What about my family? What about my job? Okay, but my health is my main issue. So if your health is your main issue, I would say possibly getting opinions from doctors, possibly getting a nutritionist. Maybe if a health is an issue, you're just thinking constantly back and over again, be proactive. Maybe not just get a nutritionist, but join a club, like a gym, something that you're taking control over it than worrying about it. Because worrying to me causes the bad shit to happen, the cancers, the nasty thoughts, that evil things that we don't want to get into. And the last but least, I have the Queen of Swords. Live in your truth. And if there's something wrong with you, speak your truth, speak your mind in a respectful manner, so people will think you're approachable. Don't scare the people with the knowledge off, but live in your truth. And I pulled another spread again. Like I said, she's coming out to talk. So this is telling me you are in control, but live in your truth. Like I said before, own this, manifest it, because I don't think you're wanting anything more than just some peace of mind. Again, and this Queen of Cups, release it to the universe, manifest it, get your emotions in check. And again, live in your light, live in that truth of yours. Don't let that pilot cell burn out, and make those decisions that you need to make.
I love that, Suzanne. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. It really is. I love what Suzanne wrote. And in my family, cancer meant death, but I wasn't going that mental route. Convinced myself I was going to get cured, live for many, many more years.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I've been feeling over here is that I don't. Oh, okay. Well, I picked out the Six of Cups, and I don't know if this the way you're feeling health-wise, I don't know if that relates to anything in your past, your childhood, or whatever. I almost feel like you're waiting for the other shoe to drop all the time. Yeah, it's like the glass half full, pessimist, optimist, all that stuff. I mean, if you're feeling bad, you're feeling bad. I mean, that's a real thing, and I'm not negating that you are feeling poorly physically. But I got the Five of Wands for you as well. And I think there's a little inner conflict going on with you. And it's definitely something you need to come to terms with. And I don't know where that comes from, but I think you might. I've got the Four of Swords. You seek, that big hug, that element of protection. I think you kind of feel like you're just kind of flailing out there. You don't have a whole lot of balance. Which can completely throw you off whack. And I did get the Wheel of Fortune, but look how she just kind of bounced there. She's very optimistic, and luck is on her side, and whatever is turning with that wheel, whatever she lands on, there's still this confidence there and stuff. And then the last card I got is the Knight of Swords, and this kind of made me feel like you're seeking something, you're chasing something, and it's kind of, is that even so? Is there something in your world that you're just kind of chasing after, and it's causing everything else to kind of fall by the wayside or something like that? There's something off kilter, and I don't know if that means anything to you, but definitely back to this. Don't wait for the other shoe to drop. I think there might be something, a habitual way of approaching your health that maybe needs to be broken somehow. But definitely always make sure you're going to the doctor, checking all that stuff out, regardless of whatever we're saying here. But try to find that sense of balance and try to be, look at everything a little bit from a more positive perspective if you can.
When you said something, Lisa, I was hearing Helter Skelter, that song in my head for some reason, where it's a state of confusion.
Okay, if you say a song, you got to sing it. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not singing today. No, thank you.
I'm like, I don't know that song. No, what? Helter Skelter what?
Helter Skelter basically means involving disorderly haste or confusion.
Now, Hurricane just said chasing myself. Is that how you feel? Like you're chasing yourself? Is that what you mean?
That's why I was probably seeing like that revolving door just going round and round and round and round. Like a dog chasing its tail.
Yeah.
Well, when you guys were talking and I was looking through the questions, one of the things that I picked up is, your body your body holds trauma. Like your cells really, people say you have a brain. Well, you have a brain, duh. And people say your stomach is your second brain, but actually your cells, they each have brains. And it's like when you have traumatic stuff. And so when you guys were talking, that's what I was picking up. I'm wondering how much of this is past trauma that hasn't been let go and is manifesting. And then you have the anxiety behind it of, oh my gosh, something's going to happen. And
waiting for that other shoe to drop.
So yeah, hopefully this helps you, Hurricane.
I'm hearing support groups.
Yeah.
Support groups. You can always lean on, if you can find a good support group, because you're not the only one that goes through that. And there could be a good support group out there for you. Check your local counseling offices, and they have, or even there's like community groups, and they will be able to help you out in that area. But I'd first start with my doctor, get a full physical done.
Yeah, absolutely. And is there anything extracurricular that makes you feel good. Do more of that, whatever it is. Even if it's not super, super physical. Are you doing enough of those things? We know COVID
Okay.
has thrown off everybody's routine on stuff.
I, laughter.
Laughter.
Laughter heals wounds.
Well, and that's why I was watching that one show, because there's a lot of laughter in my life, but sometimes it really is really nice just to have a good cry. So laughter, and I like what Ian said. The more that you worry about your health, the more your health will decline. I go swimming 5 days a week and soak in the steam, and that's wonderful for your health and your brain. So yeah, it's just you got to find a different way. Way. So, yay. Well, hopefully that helped, Hurricane.
Hope so.
Next is Tammy. And I don't know who else. Oh, wait. Sorry. I lied, Tammy. I'm a liar.
Lies.
Well, I don't like doing this. I get so, ugh. Okay. So sorry. It's Miss Candy. Miss Candy. Okay. I was doing a guided meditation, and a golden energetic rope came down, wrapped around me, and then I looked down and the rope became chains falling into the depths below. What does this mean?
Sounds like doom. No, I don't mean that literally. I mean, if you actually think it's like going down into that, like when you were reading that, I was just thinking Alice in Wonderland, falling down that rabbit hole and falling into the unknown. That would seem doom, like falling into the unknown, free falling into the unknown. It's just where you don't know what's going to break your fall. It's like blank. It's a scary place to be in.
It's it's making me feel like you're not taking matters into your own hands, and I'll explain. A golden energetic rope came down, wrapped around you. Then you look down, and the rope became chains. My whole thing is, why didn't you, while the rope came down, golden and energetically, grab that rope and climb up? Why did you just let it come down on you? So I think maybe there's something with that. There's something about you not taking matters into your own hands. Because when you had the opportunity with the golden, or maybe you had missed opportunities. When you had that opportunity, you didn't do that. You sat there. And then there it came down. So that's kind of how I'm feeling about that. I think that's part of what that means. I don't know.
I'd have to kind of agree with you on that. I threw cards on it.
You want to go first? You want me to go?
Sure. Well, when I threw some cards down on it, I saw the Seven of Pentacles. So there's I see these as messages from your spirit guides, or from your these dreams, these messages. They're from your loved ones, your spirit guides, telling you to wake up, take notice, address something that they're kind of nudging you, getting your attention for, that might need to be addressed. That could very easily mean taking notice, and kind of, like I said before, free fall, like the Fool. Be optimistic, free fall into something. Cast out all your worries and move forward. That could very easily mean to collaborate with others. There could be a learning or teaching moments or opportunities at work, or within your network, within your family. This could also have a reflection of it might be even family related, because I do have the Four of Pentacles. It's something around your network that wants you to gain attention, so that you can address and to celebrate, to come together, to again move forward with that opportunity. I got the Six of Swords here, so it's movement. It's everything I'm getting is movement towards an opportunity, movement towards relationships, connections, family. That's what I'm getting with the cards.
Um,
Oh, and the 10 of cups on the bottom.
you know, I got to tell you guys this. Every time any of you guys read or do this, it's like this. Oh, look, I got the tree and the wolf card. And it's like, well, that's
And you're like, what does that mean?
don't even what does that mean? So every time you guys see me smile, that's what I'm thinking. What is that two of cups mean?
I got nail clippers. There you go. Figure that out.
That makes all the sense.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
First of all, thank you. Whoever just posted Dean's channel up there, please guys go to his channel and subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed to Lisa's channel, do that too. But you know, one of the things that when I was reading it, it was like, I really thought, okay, how cool is that you have this rope and it's wrapped around you. And to me, it was a real big connection to the spirit world and then the real world. You know, it was like, what are we not, you know, what are we not I agree. What are we not latching onto? What are we not doing? I always forget what Dean says every single time. Because, sorry, Dean, it's like, because you got.
Well, I did say doom earlier, so anything is better than doom.
I got this card. I'm like, what does it mean?
It's connection to family, like seeing,
yeah.
like coming, you know, like taking those opportunities. I had a lot of movement. I had the Six of Swords to move forward to calmer waters, to get out of murkiness. I had the Fool to free fall, to let shit go, to go on that journey, to move forward. I had teaching moments, collaborations, working with others, like exchanging, like, and then I also had the Four of Pentacles, which is telling me this is something that needs to. The spirit's trying to orchestrate, like movement, trying to get the attention of Candy to address either some family issues, to address some maybe either work issues, but something that's in her realm, something that's like connected to her in her space that needs attention and to address.
Yeah. I would say, you know what, for me, Miss Candy, when it comes to dreams, it's great to bounce it off the people, but ultimately you're the one that's got to really see what your soul says. You know, you got three different kind of things here, you know. So my thing was more spiritual than anything. It's like, you know, you're having to deal with the spiritual stuff, but you're also having to deal with the world stuff, as you can say. So hopefully that kind of helped you, or at least opened your eyes on what it could mean. Okay. I don't know if she's in here. I didn't even check.
Yeah, I don't either. I didn't see her say anything.
Okay.
But that's okay.
All right. Let's see. Okay. Let's see.
We have a spirit of a little girl in a closet.
It's funny. I hear yes.
Yeah, I heard yes too. Well, and how old is your daughter? Are you here, Tammy?
Yes, Tammy's here.
Okay. How old is your daughter? Because I think she can really, really sense and see things.
She hasn't answered yet.
I'm not quite 100% sure how to feel about that spirit.
The what? The kid?
Yeah.
Like who the kid is, you mean?
No, like good or bad, or something bad happened with that kid.
Kid?
The ghost. I'm sensing it's more negative than it is. The ghost itself isn't really negative, but the ghost, that spirit, that energy went through some shit. That's
Now I
what I'm
want to ask you guys something. I use my
Okay.
pendulum, and I ask the question: Is the spirit of the little girl part of the house, like part of the house? I gotta
Yeah.
know.
Really?
No.
A no.
I gotta know, but I
And
want to see what you guys think.
I felt kind of yes.
I
Did you
felt
get a
yes.
yes?
I felt yes. Like
But
that spirit's been there for years.
time
Okay.
in, Lisa, ask it if it's part of the land.
Part of the land.
Because maybe it's not the house, but the land. I just see that area is where that ghost is. Hey, Butterfly Kisses, I went up for quite a while and I did not see any question. And
I
so,
got a big yes on part of the land.
yeah, so I didn't, I saw it in that space. And, that she was able to move. She's 21. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And I asked house again just to do it, and I got to know.
No, it's
So,
the land.
yeah,
It's that area, but immediately you go to the house, you don't think about the land. So
right.
it's the land. And I would say the same thing. I mean, I feel like it was the child, that soul had a tragic ending, but it's not a mean soul.
Mm-mm.
What's that one, Dean?
This is the devil. This is telling me that there was something. This just to me tells me that there was something negative that happened. I'm feeling like with this devil, she could have been very easily manipulated, very easily abused, taken advantage of. I don't like that energy. And I do feel like it could have very easily been from the mother's perspective. I'm not trying to tap into it too much more because I don't like negative stuff. It's either this is representing her or representing her mother. With the Queen of Wands, this type of energy can be vicious if put in if needing to if needed to like project that. If you told her you can't do something, she's going to do it. This type of person, this type of energy could be very, very, I don't like it. It could be very vengeful, very, very, like in your face, I'm going to do my thing my way. But I do like the Queen of Wands because I think she's a kick-ass kind of gal. But I just think that this energy, I think this poor girl was probably like abused by her mother, possibly. I do get that the Six of Swords. So I wonder if this was her being there in that area. She was left there because Six of Swords deals with movement and it deals with like transportation, going from one place to another, moving forward towards something good, or it could be something ugly as well. So I wonder if she was left there, abandoned. And this is just where her spirit resides because I got the Six of Cups, which is reminiscing, going back and remembering things. And then I also get sadness around it.
So, Tammy, you guys could pray as a family and tell her that it's time to go and that it's time for her to go. She doesn't need to be there anymore. I think there is some confusion in the spirit of why I'm still here. I don't think she knew she was supposed to go. I think she just stayed. So, you might want to do that is just kind of talk to her. But I mean, I personally don't see this being a hurtful, like go out and lash at you and hurt you. Because if she was going to do it, she would have already done it.
Oh, interesting.
What?
Anna Banana said, Dean, when you were talking about the mother, I heard the lady of the house, not her mother directly. Well, it had to be some type of abusive woman attached to this devil. So that could have been of her caregiver, or like you said, the woman of the house, somebody that cared for the children. But like I said, I just wondered if they just left her there, if she passed away and they just left her there, or I don't want to dig into that anymore. I don't like it.
I don't like it. What do you think?
It's no bueno.
I'm not feeling the heaviness that you are, Dean, but I'm actually not feeling either way. I'm not feeling positive nor negative on any of it. But I did get the 2 of inspiration, and this is like the 2 of wands, and this is a search. And I do think that the little girl is definitely searching for something, searching for someone, searching for where she needs to go. And I got the 4 of inspiration, and this is like the 4 of wands. And it's interesting because there's 4 in here. I don't know if we're talking about, we got the 2 daughters and then you and then her, maybe. I don't know, but it's just interesting. But I think she definitely wants to be a part of the family. She thinks that she's where she needs to be. And she thinks that she is providing some sort of contribution to the household, if that makes any sense. I think that's what this card represents. And I did get a card that illustrates being left behind. I got the 8 of emotions, which is the 8 of cups. And you can just see the look of the card. That's her just kind of wandering. She can't figure out where she needs to be.
Can I interrupt you real quick?
Yeah.
Tammy, I went and put my email down. Please email me and I will email you a prayer that you can use to clear negative space. And that'll help you because she's stuck is what she is.
She is stuck.
Okay. That's all I wanted to just go ahead.
Yeah, that was my last card, really. I mean, I didn't have anything else. So
I didn't share this, but the bottom of my deck, I did have the star, which is telling me she's searching for a way to be released. She's hoping that somebody would hear her to help give her that permission to cross. That's how I'm feeling, how I'm getting that feeling from the star. Like, she's not asking for much. She just wants someone to help her cross over.
I'm wondering if that's that frustration and that, that you're feeling.
Well, I was thinking just now with what you guys were just now saying, Dean, you pointed out you felt some element of abuse or something there. Maybe she's afraid. She's not gone because she's afraid to make that move.
Yeah,
that could be it too.
Yeah. Maybe that's what's holding her back. She thinks she'll get in trouble if she goes.
Mm-hmm.
The star.
Could be. Okay, so here's Lisa and Deb do the dream, so it's been fun to kind of check these out, but hopefully that helps you out. Here's another dream one. I was dreaming of birds flying, and as I tried to look closer to see what kind of birds, they turned into books. Any ideas?
Ooh, I have a card that kind of looks like your dream. Hold on. I'm not even kidding.
Fishing for knowledge, fishing for insight, soaring into insight, finding the answer. Are you trying to look up something? Are you trying to come to terms with something?
I mean, birds are definitely. Let me find this card. Hold on.
Birds are about communication, usually, to me, anyways.
To me, they're messengers from spirit. They're part of the divine. That's how I see birds for me. And that's always been that way ever since I watched Touched by an Angel. I was like, I like that. Made sense to me.
I love that.
Working on soul contracts to assist with my connection to spirit.
I mean, the birds are definitely messages. So Dean nailed that one for sure. I might be in the wrong deck for where I'm looking for here. But for the birds to turn into books, I mean, and also, we're going back to that whole thing, when you do dream interpretation, a big question to ask is, what does that make you feel like? What do books represent to you? What do the birds represent to you? Because what we say may not necessarily resonate with the way you feel about. And also, when you had the dream, did it make you scared? Did it make you apprehensive? Did it make you want to know more? Because if it made you want to know more, it's probably more along the lines of learning and knowledge and things like that. If it made you scared, then there's something that you're trying to run from or avoid or something like that.
Yeah.
But working on soul contracts to assist with your connection to spirit.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I don't know. Is she saying anything else?
I think there's just a really slow lag. No problem, Tammy. We're glad we could help you out. Books are relaxation time.
And Suzanne Rich said maybe turning ideas into creative things like writing a book, poetry, making something creative.
It could be like finding your inner strength, possibly, because that's the first card that came out. Maybe it's the divine that's trying to come through to you, showing you got this. This is your strength, your knowledge, your insight, the wisdom that's coming through. I would start writing, journaling all of these things down. And if you don't have like words associated to your images, you can always do Google searches and find like dream interpretations until you come up with your own for meanings. It could be like a slow moving process to discover something about your health, your finances, your family situation with the pentacles. Possibly a message from a motherly figure, a mother, or a strong female presence that's trying to help guide you through this. Something that you're really working hard on. I got the Eight of Pentacles in conjunction with the King of Wands. So finding spirit, working with spirit, finding your light to shine, and honing your craft. That's really what I'm getting here. And
Yeah,
living within your truth with the Ace of Swords.
Yeah, I think this could be really along the lines for sure around with the relaxation, and then Dean mentioning your truth, and then some people in chat said some stuff too. It was really good. I got I picked out, this isn't the card I wanted, but I switched it up. I got the Page of Voices for you. And this is definitely you bouncing ideas off of yourself. And I think you need some kind of creative outlet.
I think you just nailed that. And I think she just typed that. Working on my personal deck of cards while trying to figure out the future. If the books were Bibby's Bible, I can't read that. What is that?
I think she says
Bibles. I would know it was a message from Grams. Well, maybe that's what it is a message. You know?
It's a message for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Very so cool. We all say message. Okay, well, hopefully that helps on a banana. We got 3 questions left, and then I'm starving.
Yeah, I'm hungry
I need to finish dinner too.
No, we just
put dinner on hold.
That's what it is. Okay, so Suzanne Fortner would like a message from her guides.
Message from you guys.
I feel like they've been trying to get our attention, but for what I don't know.
I feel like, Suzanne, you are always trying to I don't think you're a worrier, but I feel like you're always trying to kind of get that validation. There's something that it's like you're waiting for that big siren to go off or something.
There's no big siren.
Yeah, there's no big siren. That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah. I'm looking to see if she writes anything. Does that make Suzanne? Are you still here? If you're still here, can you like text or can you put something in the chat?
I don't know if I've seen her say anything.
I haven't seen her in a while.
No. Oh no, she said something maybe
she's
8 minutes ago.
Yeah, she's here. She just
Okay.
wrote in here.
Suzanne, do you struggle for those big billboard signs and sirens to go off when you're trying to either get your messages or just
it's like she almost needs like a big like something smack in her face, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, boom, I'm here.
Right.
But
she said not really.
Well, I'm kind of curious who this is, Suzanne. So I am struggling because I can't tell if this person is coming as one of your spirit guides. I can't tell if it was a person that maybe you may have known that would have passed at a young age. They come across as a female. Does that resonate with you? A female that may have passed at a young age. And it's really odd because, like I said, there's a female here. And so lately I'll explain. So lately,
maybe because I have the Page of Cups here and the Tower. That could be like a disaster around a young woman.
It's just so slow. I hate when the lag is so slow. Family friend died at 16, but had no connection really to her. Okay. This person may be coming across to just let her family know, and that's up to you if you want to relay this message, because she comes in here just knowing that she's okay, knowing that she puts her hand out like this, which tells me, and of course she's 16, so yeah, she would die way too young, but she really is okay. And it's like, if I could just go give them a hug, if I could just tell them that, I really am okay. And for some reason, I don't know why she's jumping in on your reading, but she's really adamant about, to whomever you're close to, because she shows you going up to, like, you're talking to your friend and then she pops in and goes and gives your friend a hug. It was kind of like that. But that's really, and it's really kind of cute because your guides are like, she needed to come in and say this because the other person, like I said, just because you get this information does not mean you need to share it. So you have to weigh it. You have to figure out if this is something that you want to share. But there is a reason why she's coming through about giving them. So, I'm sorry, Patricia. We already closed the questions. But so anyways, you have to kind of weigh if you want to do this, and how your friend would take it. But there is just wanting to hug that person and tell them that everything's going to be okay. And I feel like my heart is heavy. For some reason, my heart is a little heavy around this time with her. And so whatever that is supposed to mean. So, and as far as you, it's really funny because even though, when do you guys have, Lisa, when do you have your next readings? Who are you on with next?
I will be on with Debbie. Oh no, not this next Sunday. I mean, I'll be on tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of readings or not.
Yeah.
It's that 1,000 thing that I'm doing, so who knows what will happen.
Yeah.
The next time
Okay.
I'll be on is Sunday with Kathy in the
Sunday
morning.
with Kathy, Patricia, and I don't know when I'm going to be on next, so I'm not even going to lie. So maybe
All my other stuff's political. It's not really personal.
Yeah, it's a female. It's a young female.
yeah, it's a
It's
young
like have
female.
it's more likely a water sign. She's either a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. She's right here. She's right here. And then there's her tower moment. That could be the end of life, end of just like a pivotal moment where things happen to her. Don't know how she passed because I'm not connecting with that right now. But she's living in her own truth from what I'm getting on the cards. She with the world here, she's not in any pain. She's there around with you. And I think it's like what Karen was saying. She wants you as the Queen of Swords to communicate with your friend, your group,
Yeah,
that she's still around.
yeah.
But you're gonna have to weigh those options. It's a balancing act. Should I or shouldn't I with the Six of Pentacles as well?
Yeah, but I do want to go back to that because your guides, there is something about what Lisa and what Dean picked up about the missing of the signs. And, they do show me that. It's like, okay, so what they have this smell like flowers come across my nose. And I'm so caught up in things that are going on that I don't even notice that smell. It's so minor and so minute. And they do want, even though you're saying no, you're not like that. There's something about the signs that you're missing or you're not seeing, or there's something about the signs of you and your spirit guides and them that you're not, because they keep giving me this very, very very tiny hint of a rose. And that's supposed to mean something, but I don't catch it. And so I don't think anything about it. And then that was something. Does that make sense to you? It's I'm just not. Does that make sense to anybody?
Yeah, I thought it made sense. And I just have two cards. I mean, I got the sun, and that's just indicating the messages are there and
Yeah, they're there.
for you to grab. And I got the Knight of Cups too, and that's not exclusive to male nor female. It's an offer of love and communication and a gift, and it's just the extension of it, giving it to you. But I don't know.
Yep. All right. Hopefully that helps, Suzanne. You got anything else over there? Okay.
I got nothing.
Linda's got the next question. Oh wait, did we do Tammy's? Tammy Jackson? Same thing. Did we do this one? No, we didn't do that.
I don't think so. No.
Okay, Tammy, are you here? Tammy going once. And then I got Linda and Shaz. Are you guys here? Tammy, Linda, and Shaz?
I don't think I've seen any of them.
I don't think I've seen them either. That's why. Oh, Tammy's here.
Tammy is here.
And Chaz is here. And so they're all here.
All righty.
Okay, so Tammy, what is the thing that you're stepping into? Does this make sense to? I'm looking at my phone. Does this make sense to you? It's like you feel very new about something, very new about this new thing that I am stepping into. It's very new to me. It's like I'm dabbling. I'm putting my toe in the water. I'm checking it out. I'm seeing how it's feeling, how it's, I'm not quite sure. It's almost like stepping into your spirituality, and it's like I'm kind of poking my head in here, but it could be a new thing that you've learned, but it just feels new and it feels really good. Does that make sense to you, Tammy? Oh, it's so slow. It's hard when it's so slow because then it just kind of, you guys can go ahead.
Yeah, I'm still kind of sorting it out over here. But I do feel like what's jumping out with me is self-care for her. Self-care is what's jumping out over here.
I would agree. I got like the 5 of Swords with the 9 of Swords on the bottom of my deck. So there's a lot of either things being manipulated around you, things are being holding you back, preventing you from living your best life. I definitely feel like you're letting those old wounds remain instead of addressing them head on. And I think what Spirit's wanting to tell you is in order for you to live in your best life, you're going to have to go within with the Hermit and address any family issues that comes along the way. That healing with your emotional state, that energy, because still I get the 5 of Cups, more depression. So I don't know like what's going on within your family, but there's a lot of tension there.
She says, I got a lot going on. I've been looking into where I'm supposed to go spiritually, and I've been told over and over again I'm a healer, and I don't know how or where to go with that. Most of us healers, honestly, we started with Reiki. Most healers will do Reiki. They will start there, and so I would ask you to look into that and see if that kind of is something that you might want to look into.
Yes.
We're getting all serious.
Well, I got the Page of Coins, and and the coins and the pentacles can be health and all that stuff. Here I'm wandering into health again, right? And I said I wasn't going to do it, but that's a very positive card for you. But it's saying pay attention to this. This is your focus. Is your self-care, your health, your well-being. We're even talking about. You guys mentioned spirituality. I got the Awakening card. And even the look of the card, you can kind of see the struggle. It's like some days you're on it and you're like, yes, I've got this. And other days it's like, what the hell am I doing?
She said, she lost her father and is figuring out what to do about her mom while keeping herself from going crazy. She's a major worrier, and I have to keep myself under control mentally.
Okay, well, look, I got the 4 of Swords for you, and that's all about healing and rest. But look, and this is all the impending doom hovering over you that you feel. You feel like all these little swords are going to drop on you at any second. But this is definitely all about just taking care of yourself. And you've been through some shit. And here we are with the 6 of Swords, and this is moving to calmer waters. This is all the poo that you've been through, and this is you coming out as a butterfly on the other side. You got tough decisions to make in your life right now, the 2 of Swords, and you can definitely figure out what those decisions, which decision benefits you the most. I think you do care a lot about others, but it's okay to put yourself out, first on occasion. Don't always put yourself on the back burner. I think that
No.
might be some of what is going on too. And then 7 of coins, and it's all developing and growing and learning along the way. So,
I want to add in that, those of us that are healers and those that are, and healers not only in this thing, but are caregivers, and, that we're looking out for our family. The problem is that you just nailed what I was going to say. We don't do enough for ourselves. So what happens is we get burnt out. And we have to know how, you can't keep giving my guides always say, you can't get, if you're a well, you can't keep giving the water away without it ever, receiving it yourself. So you really have to take time out for yourself, Tammy, even if it's just walking around the block or having some quiet time and getting out of your own head. To find guided meditation, whatever you need to do to step into your spirituality and just shut your own brain off sometimes.
Yes.
So, yeah. You guys nailed it. Well,
we did get a lot of swords, didn't we?
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
I had a lot of swords.
You had the 5, I had the 6, you had the 7.
Had the 9.
Or the 9, yeah.
Well, and Tammy, the reality is, be careful that you are not overdoing it for your mom. Okay. Your mom has to have her own time to process and do things. And the last thing that you want to do is take away, and you want to empower her, not
overly mother her.
Exactly. Thank you. You don't want to overly mother her. You want to empower her to learn how to do certain things for herself. Yes, she's hurt. Yes, she's distraught, but that doesn't mean go backwards. Okay. So have your mom do, don't do too much for her. All right, sister. Don't take care of yourself. Hopefully you resonated with
I don't think she likes it too much because she's your mother. I feel like she's like saying, I'm your mother. That's my job to mother you, not for you to be overly mothering me. And I would talk to her about that as well, because it's like you don't want to get in that situation where she may end up resenting the fact that you're trying to help her. So have that open communication with her as well. And if she needs more help, then give her the help that she needs, but then also allow her to care for herself with what she can do, so she doesn't become overly dependent, because then she's never going to properly heal.
No, and then you'll be stuck with her for 27
Right.
years and then have to put her in a nursing home because she's got Alzheimer's. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow, okay. We went to a whole other.
Those are some extremes there.
You did a whole series.
There you go. I'm saving my life.
Oh, geez.
Oh my God, that was funny. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Okay.
Oh, very cool, Tammy. She said her nephew is taking care of her. Yes, Dean. She's always said, I will not take care of her. Then respect her wishes then, right?
Yep. There you go.
So Linda, I know that you're here, and I don't know why. Waiting for guardianship or taking custody now, 2 options.
I think this was about taking custody of children.
It is, and
I think I've read on something similar to
Yeah,
this.
poor Linda. Linda's been going back and forth with this custody battle over a granddaughter for,
and I feel like, I don't know why, I feel like I said this before, and the minute I saw this question, Saint Expedite came up and said, we talked about Saint Expedite. I don't know if that did I tell you about Saint Expedite? I mean, at this time, my guides are saying, although this is what you're having to breathe and do, what you're having to breathe and go through and have all those issues with, and that is your main concern. I mean, that is what you are living and breathing. And trust me when I say, I know what you're going through because I had custody battles for all my nieces and nephews. But you know, I don't know what this means, but at what point do we push away from this right now? And it cannot consume you. Okay. And I know that sounds weird, you know, but it's going to work out the way that it needs to work out. And so just give it some time. Let spirit work on the way that they need to work it out for the kids. That's my say so.
I feel like I think Sharon read on this before. I might have
know it's been
participated.
read.
Yeah, it's going to be. I think she said it was going to be a slow moving process. I'm getting that slow moving process with the Six of Swords, because when I'm looking at the Six of Swords, I'm looking to the recent past or most current present to the potential future here. I'm seeing that it's a slow process with there's still things that need to be decided with the legal system with judgment, right? I also see Lady Justice or the Queen of Swords in this case is going to have to look through all of this evidence, everything that's clouding it, right? And I have to the nearest to the future, moving towards the future, I have Seven of Pentacles. Is this Pentacles? Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles, which is telling me that there's all these ideas, all these circumstances, all of these issues that are floating around in the air that need to be addressed, but you can't address anything until you have peace of mind almost. In order to bear the fruits of your labors, or in order to move forward with this, you're going to have to let the system catch up to where you want it, where you're at mentally, so that the seeds of your present can take into the future. But right now, I feel like you need to listen to your spirit guides, listen to people like a confidant to lean on, somebody of a higher power, like a trusted friend, something like a teacher, a mentor, to lean on that shoulder and get some praise if you need the praise, if get some wisdom, get some knowledge, because you might have to go back and revisit some of the legal processes again to sort some things out. So always like recheck, double check, but also you need to take time for yourself to balance out your energies between work and play. You need to have more play right now than the worrying.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Lisa? What do you got?
I have got, well, one thing I got was I got sorrow. I got the Three of Swords, and this is a given. This is how you feel, and I think this kind of hinges upon what Karen Andrew said about how taking care of yourself, and really it's so easy to just get so absorbed in it. You love your baby, you want to make sure everything's fine, but the thing is, there is so much that is out of your control, and it's hard to surrender that and know that that's a real factor. But there's too many moving parts with this, and I've read for you on this a few times, and every time it's been different because things have shifted each time. So it's always moving, always changing. And I actually thought at one point you were kind of getting to the finish line of it, but something got changed up again. So I did get the Knight of Swords in this deck. It's the Game Master. It's just a little guy, and he's got these little chess pieces, and the chess pieces are always moving. And that's kind of supporting what I'm telling you about the process. It kind of sucks. There's no way around it. I got the Queen of Wands, Public Defender, and that kind of piggybacks off of what Dean was saying with the legal stuff, is something that's going to have to be addressed probably over and over and over until you get to a more streamlined answer of, what direction this is going, how quickly it's going. It's going to take some time, obviously, because it's taken this much time already. I got the Three of Pentacles for you, the works. It's under construction. So, back to that also. So back to the self-care and everything. Things are always changing. Got Two of Pentacles for you. The change is always going to happen. You need to find that balance as well. And, here we go. We're kind of back to the self-care and all that stuff. It's just, if you can manage to make sure that you're in the right frame of mind and everything, it'll make the process a lot easier for you, where you're not just feeling like you're just drowning in this whole thing, because it's tough. I get that.
I'm sorry, Prince Charming, but we can't take any more. We've been going for almost 2 hours and 30 minutes, and I would not be fair to you if me personally would not be fair to you if I say, yeah, I'll take that question. I'd want to be 100% on that. So
I think I just saw a flash, and I don't really want to go into that.
Yeah, I don't want to skip everybody that's been waiting for some time now. So I'm sorry. Okay, well, hopefully that helps, Linda. I think it's going to be up to you, but I do agree that you're going to have to, it's not 100% over, because you got to go back to court. You got to do some stuff. And I keep seeing crossing the T's and dotting their I's on that side. Okay, Chaz. And guys, Steve Triple O Steve had posted a question a while ago, and when I went to star it, it had disappeared. And I just didn't think he was in, because I've been checking to see. And then finally he pops in, because he likes to lurk. So I did.
We love lurkers.
Yeah. So one of our lurkers actually asked a question. So I added him on just because he did have his question up there a while ago.
Okay.
I just couldn't check it. So this is Chaz. I had a family death a year ago and caused me shock. Ever since then, I'm afraid at night, and I'm not sure if it's the person died, but I definitely feel different and afraid at night. Any thoughts?
A year ago caused you shock. Ever since then, afraid at night.
Are you seeing like shadows, maybe? Are you seeing like, if you're afraid at night, is something, what's changed between now and before that incident? Is your environment like a heavy, intense heaviness around it?
Shez said, I just feel things.
Like, it's like sometimes, like when things are around me, I just feel like there's like an intense, like, heaviness, thickness to the air where it's kind of hard to breathe at times. Other times it's like movements out of the corner of my eyes. So I'm wondering if that friend is attached himself to you, if that makes any sense.
And I'm wondering if it was some sort of traumatic passing that happened in the evening, and you just associate night with that? Is that something that goes on with you? I know we're both firing questions at Shaz at the same time. Poor Shaz.
What I keep also, Chaz, if you didn't see my email up there, I just keep saying that you need that prayer and that house to be cleaned out. Spiritual, it needs to be cleaned out. So I don't know if you caught my email up there, but if you want to email me, I can send you those prayers too. And it really, okay, don't get a big head there, Steve.
It's like, I feel like there's that thickness to it. Like there's like this thick There's something thick in the air around him.
I'm just fearful the passing was my uncle, but it was a shock when I got the call and it was weird.
Okay. He might be there trying to comfort you. Were you close?
I've never experienced shock like that. Not even my own dad. But I think that you guys had a connection.
Yeah.
And I'm not, like more of a spiritual connection in that this guy, like the uncle may have, Debsy, you're already a mod. What are you talking about? I'm like,
Oh, is she not a mod?
she is. I don't know what she's saying. No, I got to tell Deb. I tell Lisa this. So, did you know that you can delete people from here?
From where?
From the StreamYard.
Oh no.
Huh.
Yeah,
I never tried it.
So if you go to their name, there are 3 dots, and then you press on the 3 dots, it says put user in timeout or block user. Because there was some people
that must be a new
that
update.
there was a couple of things, and I didn't have anybody zapping them, and then I got them, so I made a couple more people.
Wow.
Okay.
I'll have to check it out.
So
Chaz is saying, I'm sorry.
anyways, back to Chaz. I'm sorry. I just feel like your uncle would have had a deeper connection in past lives. And so to me, when I really go into that, what I feel is like this energy and this way of things happened is almost a memory from a different past life of that same feeling that you had. And so it brings you like take that pain and you swap it onto this life too, and then it's a big shocker. That's what my
She's
guy
saying that, yes, he was very attached to us. That's that thickness I was feeling.
Well, I use the deck of character on you on this one. And I don't always use this for these kinds of readings, but I got okay, for you, I got naked man and guts, and that just together, that's just your vulnerability and your nervousness, your anxiety. You're feeling vulnerable and you're anxious, and I think the reason is, I think you're more empathic than you believe you are. I think the passing has definitely opened a door for you. I think you're feeling more than you did before because you are definitely stepping into a whole other aspect of what you pick up and what you don't pick up. I think you're feeling everything. You're and I don't know if things are ringing in your ear or if you think you see stuff. I don't know if you're hitting all the clairs, as they call them.
Yeah.
But with your uncle, I got watchdog. I think he thinks he's doing you a favor. I think he's watching you and he's watching over you in a very positive way. But it's like the perfect storm. You're receiving so much and he's trying to give you so much and it's becoming overwhelming. And that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting over here.
And then add on that our whole energy is shifting now. It just feels really weird anyways.
Right. And look, I got magnet too. So there's the energy and there's the attraction and there's the that supercharge that's just like over the top and it's a little too much for you. So I guess, as far as solutions go, it's a lot of what Karen's been talking about tonight. If there's certain prayer or some way to cleanse or something like that the area where you are, that would definitely be something that would help you out. Shaz said, "Oh, the shock was so bizarre, it crippled me. Oh my God, you are blowing my mind."
That's what we do here.
It happens, right?
I almost wonder with this one, is he like around only to as a form of protector, like a watchdog? I know it's family, but his energy is like a Robin Hood. It's like he's assigning himself to you as a form of like a protector.
Yeah.
So I would ask, me personally, if it was me, I would invite him in possibly to be your maybe a spirit guide, or
Guide.
maybe be like your gatekeeper to
There
protect
you
you.
go.
Gatekeeper. Yeah.
Gatekeeper.
Yeah, Robin Hood. Yeah, protecting you, and that pinnacle is you that he's holding. That's your spirit. That's your soul that he's encasing, and he wants you to move forward. He wants, with the Eight of Wands, he wants you to accelerate and move forward with your life, because it's a new beginning for you with the Ace of Pentacles. This could mean something new for your health, something new for your family, something new adventure for your working relation. It could be even coming into money. So he's probably helping you, pushing you in that direction to finding all those possibilities for you. And I also had the Page of Swords. So don't be afraid to try those new experiences and open up, communicate your ideas, because you never know. You might actually be connected to somebody, or this might make you closer to him, because the lovers could mean all sorts of things, from contracts to meeting new people, partnerships, or this could be a partnership, a contract between the two of you to walk alongside each other, like spiritually, and on his side spiritually and your side within the living. And it's all about celebration, having that love and that joy of one another. But that is what I got for that one.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm sending out
Oh, you're welcome, Shaz.
ones. Okay.
And that's the second spread I did for you, because when we were all kind of meditating on it, I was like, oh, this is family. Yeah, it's definitely family. It's something, some trauma here, but
So Linda, according to Linda, my granddaughter had a bad issue in day program, and they took her for 2 months. They're saying that she needs to she needs to make a decision whether she's going to get them or not. And Linda, I think that, if you were asking a yes or no, have you been in the room when I've taught the yes or no questions like that? Because you really have to make that decision. If you say you want to just have guardianship, social service is always going to be in your life. Yes, there is more help for them, and yes, you can. If she can go to, if she's college able, brain wise, to go to school or college, yeah, she'd get help with that. But at the same time, you're always going to have them in your life. So you're the one that really, there's no bad part about that. So, Ian, I do like the Italian stuff, but not the lemon. I like, because I'm allergic to citrus. I like the pomegranate. Yummy. Okay. And finally, Mr. Lurker.
All right.
Okay.
I like that, Mr.
Well, once in a great while, I see his name up. Okay, short version. Dream of a non-typical tarot card titled Cat on a Tin Roof. Any meaning on that?
Well, I know Cat on a Hot Tin Roof is a movie and a play, I mean, but what does that mean to you when you, how did it make you feel after that dream?
I want to know a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm seeing something like bizarre and kinky all at the same time. I don't.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know. That's just me being me. I just think it sounds silly and kinky. I just want to know what the perspective that Steve's coming from.
Steve said, no idea. I woke up. Well, I mean, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof is a real something.
Never heard of it.
It's a film. It's a play. It's I want to say Tennessee Williams write it. I'm not sure, but
Remember,
it's
you're gonna have to sing it. You start doing some songs.
no, it's not a musical though. It's not
But
like
we
that.
could make it into music.
Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
And Fry Your Kitty.
She made me sing the Little Lurker song. And I had to make it up because all I knew was the teen. I'm like, or the like the tone of it, like but I didn't know the word, so I was making it up.
It was wonderful. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It's my ringtone now. You don't even know it.
Mhm. With the picture of my feet too.
Yeah, right.
So sorry. See, what is up with this? He gets we get the weird tin roof thing up here. We start losing our minds.
Yeah, Tennessee Williams movie with Elizabeth Taylor and Paul Newman. It's I mean, I vaguely remember what it was about, but I mean, if you didn't see it, I don't know, but it was about it focuses around like this football player in this town, and he's like all washed up, and he can't play sports anymore. He's not the town hero anymore. And he's like stuck in this marriage that he wants out of, and this whole thing. It's weird.
Friend, I think you mean lurking, not larking. I don't know what a larking is. That sounds bad.
Larking.
King friend.
But I don't know. I really don't know where to go with this because I don't know how I mean, when you woke up, were you sad? Were you happy? Were you?
Yeah. How are you feeling? I mean,
like, what the hell?
The thing that I keep focusing on was, the hot tin roof is kind of like getting through something quickly because it's causing me some pain. How does that resonate with you, Steve?
Yes, Wayne, dysfunctional family. That is exactly what that movie was kind of about, or the play, or whatever.
I've never watched it.
I mean, it's old. It's really.
I have lots of fragmented, meaningless dreams. Well, then what? They might not be meaningless. No,
sometimes even Freud said sometimes a cake is just a cake.
I'll even go like super superficial on this one. Did you go to sleep with the TV on? Because I tell you what, if I go to sleep with the TV on, I dream about whatever was on there. Whether I intend to, I do it every time. I try not to have the TV on if I can help it while I go to sleep, because the dialogue from whatever was on there totally seeps into my dream. He said exactly.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, Vivian. So I asked my spirit guides connect with yours to figure out like what you need to know about this dream. I guess it has something to do with being at peace, finding your balance, focusing on restoring you as a whole, using your intuition, taking a leap of faith, walking into the sunshine, literally, I guess, because the sunshine is there, and living your best life. This is possibly this is the time is now with the death card to see those new opportunities for what they may or may not be, and ask a lot of questions and use your insight that you again and use your insight, use the wisdom, use your knowledge to excel. And I think right now it's all about taking that leap of faith and finding your truth, because I also have the eight of cups on the bottom of my deck. I hope that resonates. At least this is what I'm getting when I try to connect with the spirit guides to see how they're interpreting this with you. But Cat on a Tin Roof, that's a new one for me.
I just keep sneaking through something. I can't get past that. Anybody have anything else to add on to that?
I got nothing. Seriously. Yeah.
So I pulled a card for the whole entire group, and I love postcards from Spirit.
I love that deck.
Yeah, because it really has something. So I was like, okay, what can I give us a card? So this is the card. Dearest you, we have a secret to share with you. If you act as all is well, it will be. Act as if you are brave and you will have courage. Act as if you are loved and you will be a magnet for love and experience the love of Spirit. Act as if your prayers have been answered, as if you are truly in sync with good fortune. How you think is how you will see the world. Interact with it and draw conclusions from it. If you want to be the person who has the life you want, co-creating and loving what is yours, you need to start acting as if it were the truth. Don't worry about the conditions in your life that seem empty or cavernous, chaotic or barren. These are just temporary, and they don't even count. Defy them and act as if you're the luckiest person on the planet, and you will be, for you already are. That's the real secret. You are infinite potential. Loving you so much. Rainbows explode in the ether.
I love that.
Yes.
That is a lovely deck. Or postcards. I love those.
Yeah. Well, guys, I have pizza waiting for me, which is going to cause me great heartburn.
I was eating pizza when you sent me a message to come join. So I have my pizza waiting for me. Finished up.
Put it back in the oven. Put it in the oven. No,
Thanks for having us on. I had a good time.
Thank you.
Pleasant surprise. Didn't expect to go live tonight. So
I know I didn't expect to go live tonight either, but
right?
you and Spirit had another plan. Ian, since the move, I honestly have not been able to find my naughty cards, so I have no idea where they're at.
Your naughty cards.
Yeah, they were the greatest cards.
What, the Rebel deck?
Yes.
I thought you were talking about the naughty cards. I'll just put that.
Oh, he's got like some serious naughty cards over there. Dean's still thinking about the cat on the hot tin roof. He hasn't been right since that. He's like, I'm thinking something really kinky.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. Everybody needs to read the menu from time to time. Everybody needs to let the inner fierceness and cattiness out of them and just pounce on it, wherever it may be. And if you, because you know that energy, it needs to be unleashed.
Exactly. I think we're all way too serious sometimes.
Yes. I agree.
Exactly.
Wholeheartedly on that.
Yep. So anyways, you guys, Dean, you said you have what going on again? Tell me again.
So Friday night with me and Trina, we have our Coffee Talk Live. I don't have a guest lined up for Coffee Talk Live just yet, but it's going to be fun. We'll tackle on whatever weekly issues we had, have fun, make fun of it, and have a good time. Then on Saturday, I might go live, do some readings here and there. I don't know just yet. Depends on how I feel. But Sunday, Kathy will be joining me for Intuitive Vibes at 10 a.m. on Sunday. And it's just a spiritual kind of a show where we pull postcards from heaven like you did. We read inspirational quotes and we send shout outs and praises to people. And then we just get in and how to be positive for the week. You give positive readings, like how can you influence the positivity in others. So it's really meant to be uplifting on a Sunday.
Nice. Very nice.
And then Lisa, you got
tomorrow at 9 Eastern, I'm doing a 1,000 subscriber gathering of some sort. I don't know what we're going to do. Just be there and we'll figure it out.
Exactly, Steve.
Whack-a-mole.
We'll figure it out together.
So for me, it's definitely whack-a-mole for me because I started a new job And so that's been pretty exciting. So this week and next week, I am on doing Zoom orientation, which is not fun to say the least. And then I'll be working Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So 4 10s and then off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
3
So
days off.
probably, yeah. So I mean, as soon as I get my schedule kind of, but yeah, anytime you guys, want to do, if I'm off, I will jump on your channels anytime.
Be
Rock
there, be
on.
square, Faye.
Yes.
Exactly.
Love it.
Exactly. So, all right. And then I love you too, Prince. And I'm sorry, I did try as I was reading. Sometimes when I read a question, if somebody pops in, then I'll take it. But they really haven't popped
That
in.
image was weird. Like when I just saw that question and boom, I'm like, whoa, what was that? I saw a bathroom. I wonder if he passed away in the bathroom.
Yeah, I can't even pick up because my guides are really like they don't try to connect with anybody that's passed away. Well, if it happens, it's because they want to. But if they don't come out, then it's usually because they're still going through their phase of looking at things and looking with their life and processing through their whole life and just kind of sometimes it's hard to get someone who's passed away that fast.
Oh, he did. Wow.
Yeah. He passed away in the bathroom.
Yeah, bathroom. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And my guides are really protective over me because anything that like
you put a gatekeeper. Well, explain a gatekeeper to that person so people know what we're talking about.
So like my guides and my gatekeepers, they protect me from anything that's too intense that they know I don't want to deal with. Like if somebody dies maybe from like a suicide or from a crazy unfortunate accident, I'm starting to use them more, my gatekeeper and my spirit guides, to help protect me from feeling like I'm feeling from being choked or feelings from being like impaled or feeling just those negative feelings. I haven't quite yet learned how to let myself be the third party to see it instead of feeling it. And I don't know how to do that just yet, but in time I will maybe.
Yeah, I still don't have it. I mean, I'll feel it. And just like earlier today, feeling that pressure around the heart or that thing around the heart, so
sometimes it's in black and white. I see it. Other times it can be a glimpse in color. I don't understand how it works, but when it works, that's what I see.
Yeah.
So I want to say I saw a bathroom and I saw him falling down. I wonder if it was a heart attack or a stroke, but I didn't feel any feeling in the heart or any suffocating or lack of breathing. But I don't want to try to channel that right now. But
it's hard when we've been going for almost 3 hours now.
I definitely see he might have bumped his head because I see spinning and then boop, lights out. That's all I'm picking up right now.
Yeah. So, all right, my friends, thank you so much. Remember, go to Dean's channel, go to Lisa's channel. Please give it thumbs up. Much love to you. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Have a great night, everybody.
Love you guys.
Bye.